Some of the state's most notorious prisoners are complaining that doing hard time in the state's toughest prison is too hard. They've managed to smuggle letters out of Goulburn Supermax jail, complaining about the food, air conditioning, even the lack of entertainment. But their gripes certainly haven't managed to attract much sympathy.
They're a bunch of cold-blooded killers, now dubbed the Supermax Whingers. 7 maximum security inmates who've smuggled their written complaints to former prisoner Dave Parsons.
I think they were cuffing inmates together sort of naked and throwing them in cells with the air conditioning on zero.
Convicted rapist and killer Dudley Aslett complains the vents were strategically placed above our beds, enabling the officers to use it as a torture tactic. Contract murderer Lindsay Rose isn't happy with the food. An inmate cannot stomach brown bread. His cell card displays this fact. The inmate is continually issued brown bread as his ration. Denied TVs, radios and paintbrushes, others liken Supermax to a Nazi prisoner of war camp, claiming the conditions have led to 2 suicides.
These are the worst of the worst. These are people who are responsible for horrendous crimes in our state, and the government makes no apology for having them in difficult circumstances in jail.
The public will find laughable complaints from some of the toughest crims in the state about clothing, food and recreation.
One of the biggest whingers didn't put his complaint to paper. Australia's worst serial killer Ivan Milat recently complained in person to the Commissioner of Corrective Services about the air conditioning in his cell. Milat claimed it caused a rash on his forehead.
What he had been doing was rubbing his forehead against the wall of his cell in order to make it red.
What's more concerning to authorities is how the killers managed to smuggle the letters out in what was a major breach of security. Sean Fewings, National 9 News.